Hey, everybody, have a great week.
Yeah, may the 4th be with you and all that Star Wars stuff. Happy Monday. Going to be a high of 74. Might get a little rain later today. Scattered shower, nothing too crazy. All in all, week looking okay. Temperature's going to start off in the 70s. We are going to cool off as the week goes on, but it'll still be in the 60s. So. How are you, Thick?
I'm good, man.
It's going to be an interesting week as when Mom is away, the boys will play.
Yeah.
Kelly's on vacation this week, so it's just going to be you and I hanging out.
You were just talking about the weather, and of course, every day I look to see what's going on with the Sonic Temple dates.
Yeah.
And it looks like it could get a little wet out there.
Oh, really?
As of right now.
10 days out?
10 days out. But it's not, like, horrible. It's like the first 2 days, there's a slight chance in the morning of a couple showers. And then it looks great. Partly cloudy, 75. I mean, mid-70s every day. So no problem with the temperature.
Okay.
Friday's just all partly cloudy. Saturday, a couple showers in the morning, and then partly cloudy the rest of the day. Sunday looks like it's going to be wet all day.
Oh.
So, but again, temps in the mid-70s every day so far. And again, like you said, 10 days out, that could change quickly.
I don't mind a little cloud coverage. If it's 70 and cloudy, I'm fine. I don't need to be beaten down with the sun and 87-degree weather.
And partly cloudy is more sun than clouds.
Yeah, that is true.
So, yesterday was fun watching our two teams pull out Game 7 wins, the Pistons and the Cavs, and so they will meet tomorrow night in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals.
Yep.
So you and me, here we go.
We'll see what happens.
Michigan versus Ohio, it never stops.
Pistons were looking pretty good. I don't know why they went down 3-1 in the first place, but someone did make a go. In fact, it was your son. Your son made a very good point because we had this little group text thing going, and he pointed out that Orlando didn't have a lot of their starters for the whole year. Like they had injuries off and on.
Yeah.
And so even though they were an 8 seed, they're more like a 2 or 3 seed team.
Because they came into the playoffs at full strength.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it was they weren't really an 8 seed, so going down 3-1 and coming back is quite the accomplishment.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it should be the Pistons' year, but we'll see.
Man, I'm telling you, I think this year's up for grabs because nobody looks like just full-on dominant.
Non-stop, right?
You know.
Yep, absolutely. Well, we've got a very busy Monday ahead, including tickets to see the Strokes. They are going to be at Riverbend Music Center coming up on July 14th. We'll get you hooked up with those tickets. I want to know last time you played Fear Factor because this morning I had to play a little game of Fear Factor. I'm going to give you all the details coming up about 7:40, but we're going to talk about that as well.
You mentioned to me Friday, you said, what's this Man on Fire series that dropped?
Yep.
And, yesterday I watched 4 episodes.
I'm on episode 5.
Are you really? You watched 4?
Yep.
That's hilarious. Good. It's good,
it's
man.
Very good.
It's really. I'm so glad you said that. I just popped on and I
In fact, I was going to tell you, hey, remember that Man on Fire series? We started it, and I watched 4 episodes throughout the weekend.
And also, I had to tell you recommended Rebel Ridge.
Yes, did you get to that?
I had already watched it. I went and watched the trailer, and I went, because you sent me that little video clip, and I went, this looks good, but it also looks familiar. I watched the trailer, and I went, oh, yeah, I watched that in three treadmill runs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, several months ago. And I'm like, it was really good, by the way. It was a good recommendation.
Glad you didn't start the whole thing over.
But Man on Fire is great.
So far, I'm very proud, or very happy with what they've done with that, because that's one of my favorite movies, and they did a really good job.
He's not Denzel, but...
There's a part, I think it's in episode 1 or 2, where he is giving his delivery, and you hear Denzel.
Yes!
And I was like, oh... Okay.
Yeah.
There's a couple moments where those lines are delivered very Denzel-ish. So, but so far so good. I'm very curious to see how it wraps up. Let's go on a Monday. Blitz Morning Trivia. Think what you got?
All right, $25 up for grabs to waterbeds and stuff if you're the first one to text in the correct answer. Of course, the Kentucky Derby went down Saturday. It didn't start till after 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it was late.
Well, they had a delay because this horse kind of freaked out and, did his bucking. He jumped up in the air, threw his jockey off his back. He rolled. The horse
on top
rolled.
Of him. Yeah.
I don't know if he rolled on top. The horse rolled over on his back as well. I think the jockey was pretty lucky.
Oh yeah, but it could have been way worse for sure.
That is like it was going to be the largest horse in the field at 1,370 pounds. That is a beast, man. But anyway, all I want to know is what was the name of that horse? First one to text that in at 800-821-9970. You are going to get the gift card.
All right, let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia.
All right, the question was the Kentucky Derby got delayed on Saturday because one of the horses kind of got spooked and he threw his jockey off. He fell over on his back, so he got scratched. And we asked what was the name of that horse, and it was Great White.
Yeah, kind of a bummer because Nora and I were out and about a little bit on Saturday afternoon, and we decided to swing by the Moose out there in Hilliard.
Yeah.
We're members over there and wanted to grab a bev. And they've got some, I don't know what they are, legal / fundraising slot machines. I don't know how it works, right? But they have slot machines there.
Yeah.
But they've got a real low limit. So if I ever need to scratch the itch, it's like, let's go to the Moose and we can, have some fun for cheap and scratch the itch to play a little slotty slot machine. And so we were there, and they were just loading in the horses when all this went down, and they had just put up the entire list of the horses that were running. And so Nora and I decided to make a little bet between the two of us.
Oh, okay.
And we each picked two horses, and whoever had the highest ranking horse won the bet. And just as I picked my two, which were, I can't remember who else it was, but it was that and Great White. And then next thing you know, the announcers are like, wait a minute, there's an issue on the field. And then they show the video of Great White. And I was like, well, crap.
You're out.
Done.
I mean, he came, he was put in the race late because of another horse that got scratched.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was a long shot at 50-1.
I just like the name.
Oh, I know.
But
I like that he was the biggest horse. That horse was enormous. Like I said, 1,370 pounds. Do you suppose a horse like that knows it? Does he walk into the gate going, look at all these little wimpy horses. I could take all these MFers.
He's just swinging his horse weighing everywhere.
I mean, he was giant, man. He's fine, by the way, if anybody wondered. I mean, everything seems fine.
It seemed like they were walking him around. Like, why wouldn't they let him race?
I just, one of those things, man.
Well, who knows?
Because when a horse gets spooked, you never know how it's going to be if you put him in the gate.
Could you imagine if he was on your parlay or on your ticket and you're just like,
oh, yeah.
They don't, I don't think they give refunds for scratched horses.
I don't know if they do or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That seems kind of weird that they wouldn't, I guess, maybe.
Right.
Maybe they do. I don't know. I didn't bet, so.
Yeah, I have no idea.
On him, but, and they had to take almost all the horses were in the gate.
Yeah.
They had to take them all out all over again.
And, did they?
Yeah, because they can't be in that gate too long.
Right.
So while they're doing that, they had to take them out and walk them around because they do like a 1-minute warm-up right before they go in the gate, and that just messed everything up. So, but anyway, Bobby Gorsuch from Zanesville, first one to text in the correct answer. He's got $25 to water beds and stuff.
Congratulations. It's not like anyone is really planning or excited to go on a road trip nowadays with gas prices the way they are. But if things do change in the somewhat near future, maybe you have a road trip planned. I saw this list. And if you are into kind of like cheesy road trip stops, you can always visit the world's largest. And so they have a list of the world's largest that you can go visit. Like if you I've seen this one. If you go to Louisville, Kentucky, they got the world's largest baseball bat right there in downtown. It's a gigantic baseball bat you can take a picture with. If you go to Abilene, Texas, you can go see the world's largest belt buckle. If you go to Beaumont, Texas, you can see the world's largest functional fire hydrant. Now, I don't know how big this functional fire... Is it like a water park ride? Like it spits water out? Like what is the world's largest functional fire hydrant? Cape Girardeau, Missouri, you can go to the world's largest fountain soda cup. In Ashburn, Georgia, you can visit the world's largest peanut. In Baker, California, you can visit the world's largest thermometer. I don't know why you would need that. In Hopkins, Minnesota, there's the world's largest raspberry. And in Casey, Illinois, they have the world's largest golf club, which I would go see that. And we actually have one right here. Thick, do you know what we have right here in Columbus that is the world's largest? It's downtown. It's not on High Street. It's at a government building.
I cannot think of it.
We have the world's largest gavel.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Right outside
That's what it was.
Right outside the courthouse there. That giant metal gavel in the fountain. is the world's largest gavel. So people visit just to see the world's largest gavel. Now, if you want to try and get in as many world's largest as you can all in one spot, then you need to go to Casey, Illinois. And I am somewhat curious about this because I told you Casey, Illinois has the world's largest golf club. Well, they also have the world's largest pencil. And they also have the world's largest barber pole. And they also have the world's largest car key. And they also have the world's largest knitting needles. And they also have the world's largest mailbox. And they also have the world's largest mousetrap. And they also have the world's largest piggy bank. And they also have the world's largest rocking chair. And they also have the world's largest ruler. And they also have the world's largest taco. And they also have the world's largest wind chime. And they also have the world's largest wooden shoe. What is going on in Casey, Illinois? Is it like we're all toys in a Barbie house or in like a doll house? Because they have the world's largest collection of everything, and I don't know why.
I'm just guessing they just kept going. Once they got a couple, they went, we got to just keep getting stuff.
They got the second one, and it's like, well, now that we've got two world's largest, we just got to keep going.
We want to be the home of the world's largest everything.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a road trip, there you go, Illinois. And you can get pictures of all the world's largest, or most of the world's largest. They've got to have, I bet they have the world's largest collection of world's largest.
Yes, they absolutely do.
Yeah.
And maybe the guy with the largest junk. You have to. He has to move there.
You have to move there.
Because I know we had a story about that guy like a year or two ago, and it was just gigantic. He has to move there.
He's got to move to Casey, Illinois. He would be the star attraction. Yeah. It would be like the the circus.
Yeah, and then they need the girl with the largest boobs to move there.
Oh, both of them.
Yep,
that only makes sense.
They would be a team. They would do appearances together.
They would be the final stop on the tour. Right. You do the guided tour with the headphones. Oh, you've got the headphones on. And now you are approaching Bethany. You will notice her enormous breasts.
Big boobs.
Are very hard to ignore. As we move on to our final stop on the tour, I bring you the man with the world's largest junk, the star of our show. Don't look directly into the eye. It can get dangerous.
This is the only place you can see him in the wild.
997 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, we got a couple fast food stories to share with you. Our first one taking us over to Missouri, where a Domino's driver faces multiple charges. I get it. If you're out here trying to earn your living, making deliveries, truth of the matter is, a good chunk of your income is coming from tips.
Yeah.
You need those tips.
Yeah.
And you know what?
A waitress, they count on
Absolutely. As someone who orders food a lot, if you can't afford to tip, don't order the food. Come on. You should know better.
Go pick it up.
That's how they're making their living. So, yes, you should tip. And as a driver, if you don't get tipped, I can see the frustration. However, you probably shouldn't try and run someone over with your car. That's not going to help your case. No. Zachary Walton, a 36-year-old, was arrested on April 29th after police say he was involved in what they thought was an accident. Authorities say Walton became upset over not receiving a tip, began yelling profanities at a customer, and then video footage shows him repeatedly saying, well, what are you going to do, bitch? What are you going to do? Well, they showed what he did. He jumped in his car, accelerated forward, striking the man, who jumped on the hood to try and avoid injury. He did the old stuntman roll. And then Walton fled at a high rate of speed. But here's the thing. If you're a delivery driver for a company where a customer just ordered from, and then you try and hit said customer, when the police show up, it's going to be very easy for said customer to tell them where he ordered food from, so they can very easily show up at your place of work, where you're probably still making deliveries, in which case Mr. Walton was. So it was very easy to find Mr. Walton at the Domino's location, where he did admit driving at the victim to scare him, but kind of left out the details of, oh yeah, I hit him with my car.
Right.
Unfortunately, there's video evidence of the whole thing, so he's facing charges including armed criminal action, first-degree assault, and leaving the scene of an accident.
You should have just released the Noid on him.
Yeah, that'd done it. Noid will fix anything. Story number 2 takes us down to Texas, where a 23-year-old former Chick-fil-A employee is under arrest. I'm still trying to figure out what Keyshawn Jones was trying to pull off here, because he was involved in a very strange and bizarre mac and cheese incident. Now, this happened back in November. Keyshawn is seen on security footage sneaking behind the counter of the Chick-fil-A. He used to work at this Chick-fil-A. So obviously or somehow he knew the process of how to get away with this. But it was during a lunch rush, which obviously if you've ever been inside a Chick-fil-A during a lunch rush, it's a madhouse in there. But they somehow still keep it pretty organized in terms of the employees. Well, Keyshawn was in street clothes, regular clothes, was able to walk behind the counter, get to a cash register. He rung up 800 mac and cheese tray orders and then refunded that order to his personal credit card for around $80,000. Well, Chick-fil-A, obviously being very busy, somehow didn't notice what was going on behind their counter. And they always have 307 employees working at lunch, so how did no one notice what was going on?
And how do you refund it to your card?
Well, if he's at the cash register, all you got to do is take out your credit card, hit refund, slide your card.
You slide the card. Okay, I got you.
And you give yourself the refund. But why did you think $80,000 and 800 mac and cheese orders wasn't going to be noticed? Everything's digital now. Not to mention,
and you put your card in.
So sure enough, when the manager looked into what was, finalized the paperwork, they noticed a loss of $80,000 in mac and cheese returns, went straight to the video where they saw Keyshawn ringing everything up, reported it to the police. They launched an investigation. And what's very strange is it's now May, and they finally arrested Keyshawn, and he's facing multiple felony charges, including property theft, money laundering, and evading arrest. So you have to assume he might have thought he got away with it 5 months later, and they're just now arresting him. Yeah.
Was this like a thought-out plan? Because you would think if you sat and thought about this, you would realize, well, I'm going to put my card in there. They're easily going to figure out who did this. I mean, or was this like
digital tracking,
a spur-of-the-moment thing? It had to be, right? You know what I could do right now because there's nobody there? Let me jump in, and you didn't think it through?
No idea.
That's just...
Unless you just don't understand the way business works, or security cameras, or digital money tracking, inventory. Yeah, you've got no real... I have to assume he had transferred or done a refund while he worked there, and he goes, hey, you know what I can do? It was thought out.
Right.
Oh, it was definitely thought out. He just didn't know or
didn't really think
about all the angles.
You are so dumb.
Yeah, pretty much. That's your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. I'm sure it happens all the time, but for a business of this size, it just seems a little shocking. As we all got the news on Saturday, saw the headline, Spirit Airlines shuts down. That's it. Pulled the plug in the very early morning hours of Saturday morning. And the craziest part is, if you were on a trip, sorry, SOL, just game over. Like, what? I'm 2,000 miles away from home, and you just said sorry? What?
That's crazy, man.
They didn't take, they said in the press release that they were going to assist in helping passengers rebook on other flights, and if you bought your ticket through credit or debit card, which everyone does nowadays, they were going to refund the money. No.
None of it happened?
I highly doubt it.
Oh.
They said they were going to do the best they can.
Right.
Customers are very last on the totem pole.
Yeah, who's doing it? Who's doing the best?
Exactly.
They're working.
There's no one left to refund your money. I would love to know if you got a refund. Did you have a future flight planned with Spirit? Did they send you a refund?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I can't see them doing it. They've got too much debt. That's why they're out of business.
Well, I don't understand because this is a company who filed bankruptcy in 2023 and then filed again in 2025. How is that? I don't understand.
I lied. Here's the thing. I thought they said they were going to help rebook flights. No, in their statement, they said, we're not able to help rebook your flight.
No, I think other airlines were trying to help.
Yes, but we'll automatically process refunds for all flights. We are proud of the impact of our ultra-low-cost model for the last 33 years and hope to serve our guests for many years to come. Yeah, unfortunately, not. 2 failed bankruptcies, as you mentioned. 2 failed mergers.
What is okay, so I guess that's what I don't understand. What's a failed bankruptcy?
That's a
It
good
didn't
question.
go through? I mean, what does that mean?
Or they erase debt and the debt continues to build.
Right.
Why did you think all of a sudden you were going to start making money if you weren't making money before? You went through bankruptcy, you cleared out your debt, and then it didn't work again.
I don't get it.
And you continue to lose money on the spreadsheet.
Yeah, we know that about radio companies, some of them out there.
Oh, absolutely.
They keep filing bankruptcy.
Of course, the surging fuel costs haven't helped. That was the final nail in the coffin for Spirit over the past couple months here. But, yeah, this is unbelievable. Two things did take place, though, out of this story. The first is a really cool story. There was a Spirit pilot. His name is John Jackson. And he was supposed to have his final retirement flight on Saturday. Like, that was going to be it. He was going to land his plane on Saturday. He was done. It was his final flight. Well, of course, they shut down, so his final flight got canceled.
Right.
So there he was. He had to buy a ticket on a Southwest flight with his son.
Wow.
With his son.
So that the pilots didn't even get to fly home?
No, they just shut it down.
Oh, my God.
They stopped operating all flights. And so he jumped on a Southwest flight. His son also flew for Spirit as a first officer, the second pilot.
Right.
And he had mentioned it to the Southwest Airlines pilots of the flight they were on. Well, those Southwest pilots called ahead to the gate that they were landing at. And all the Southwest employees at that airport got together and did the pilot retirement thing. The city's fire department showed up, and they did the water spray fountain, which is what they do for pilots. And then when he got off the plane, all the employees were there clapping for him. They gave him a bottle of champagne. He made a little speech to all the employees. So they gave him the pilot retirement. So good on you, Southwest, for doing that. Now, is Spirit actually done? Maybe not, because over the past few weeks, there was a lot of talk of Spirit and was it JetBlue or Frontier? One of them. Yeah, one of the other low costs. They were talking about merging. Yeah. They were trying to save it, and they were going to merge. Well, that didn't go through. So some guy jumped online and did the math. And he goes, look, the average cost is about $30 or $50 for a Spirit airline ticket. If we all put $50 down, there's like 200 million Americans that could fly or over 18. And he goes, we could just buy Spirit Airlines. Here he is talking about it.
Spirit Airlines just went bankrupt, right? I'm the guy that flew Spirit Airlines for 24 hours straight. There's more than 250 million individuals over the age of 18 in the United States. Now, if we took only 20% of them and paid basically the average fare of a Spirit Airlines flight, which is somewhere around $30 to $40, we could buy Spirit Airlines. This is a genius idea. We nationalize Spirit Airlines, owned by the people. Airlines going. We make a new airline. Let's buy an airline. I should make a bet enough for this.
Right.
Well, so far, he's raised like $100 million.
$100 million?
It keeps going up.
Oh, wow.
Initial reports were $88 million off the get-go, and now it looks like it's creeping closer towards $100 million. Now, I think the merger was like $500 million, or the bailout. The bailout that got denied was like $500 million. So not quite there yet. But could you imagine an airline owned by the people?
Better put all the other airlines out of business, wouldn't it?
Maybe. The problem is we can't agree on anything.
Right.
So I don't know how that would go. Knowing Americans, we would find a way to fight mid-flight, and the two pilots wouldn't get along.
Right.
And they would just crash the plane. Right. They're like, screw it. Because that's the American government right now. Screw it. If we can't have it our way, we're just taking the whole thing down.
Take our toys and go home.
Yep. So that's exactly what would happen. Man, you got two pilots on opposite ends of the aisle. Oh, game over. Never forget. It'd be just straight boom. What are they going to do with all those planes? What does a business this size do now?
Well,
you've got all those planes. You've got all those terminals at the different airports, and some airports have got some decent-sized Spirit airline terminals.
Another airline could absorb them. And they'll just change the logos on the planes. That's possible.
Yeah, but what airline is operating at such a profit that they can just go out and buy? That's the problem. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe this guy, this YouTuber is raising all this money. Maybe they will do something. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know. Change that logo to People's Air? I
have to wait and see. So, anyways, as of right now, if you had a trip planned with Spirit, you better get to rebooking. UltimateClassicRock.com just put together a list of rock stars who have never had a number one hit on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Now, that is the overall, rating system, if you will. Because they've got different charts.
Yeah.
They break it down by genre.
Yeah.
So this isn't necessarily someone or a band who hasn't had a number one rock hit. This is the number one song in the country.
Right.
Overall. But these are all still huge names to not have a number one hit when you think about it.
We used to get ignored.
Yeah.
We got ignored a lot.
So,
some of the biggest songs in history.
That's as a rock fan, for as long as you've been Thick, I figured you might know some of these huge artists or huge bands that have not had a number one hit. What did you put together?
I know for a fact my all-time favorite band, Led Zeppelin, has never had one.
They have not. Their highest charted song, Whole Lotta Love, number 4 in 1970.
Wow. That's funny because when I think about radio hits, I would have thought Stairway to Heaven for some reason. That was in my head.
Yeah, you would think.
Just because.
But not quite.
Because I remember, if you back in the day, you listen to rock stations do like their weekend 500 countdown, and that was number one.
Always.
That was always number one.
Yes.
How about Pink Floyd?
Pink Floyd, you know what? Yes, they're not in the top 10 or not on the top 10 I have here, but they are one of the bands. Hold on, I want to find them because... Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. They're not on the list. No, I thought they were. They're not.
Oh,
so
I wonder, maybe Comfortably Numb or another brick in the wall, maybe, because that was huge.
Yep.
I'm going to say Metallica doesn't have number one on the Billboard.
And you would be correct. They do not. Their highest charting song, Until It Sleeps, 1996, peaked at number 10.
That was the highest? Over Sandman?
On the Billboard Hot 100,
Wow, okay. All right. How about Ozzy?
Ozzy may have, but...
Black Sabbath did not.
Black Sabbath did not. Iron Man hit number 52 is their highest ranking song, number 52 in 1972.
All right. I couldn't remember if You Shook Me All Night Long, maybe, but AC/DC did pop into my head.
You would be correct. Again, highest charting single was Money Talks, number 23 in 1991.
How is You Shook Me All Night Long?
No idea.
Wow. All right. What about Rush?
Rush, not in my top 10 list, but I did do a little more research. They are on the list.
Oh, okay.
Their highest ranking song, New World Man, number 21.
New World Man. New World Man?
Yes.
The highest? But that's insane.
Yep.
Oh, there's some people out there who have no idea.
Right.
They did know nothing about music or something. I don't know. They're running the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now, those people. And the other one I was going to guess was Kiss.
Kiss not on the list. Oh, I'm sorry. They are on the list. Yes.
Oh.
They are. Beth peaked at number 7 in 1976. Their highest rated Billboard Hot 100 chart.
That would have been the year I was calling a radio station all the time.
Yep.
Telling them to play Beth. An AM station.
Also on the list, Green Day, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, peaked at number 2 in 2005.
Okay.
Journey. No number one hit. Open Arms.
No
peaked
way.
at number 2.
No, Don't Stop Believing's not a number one hit. That's crazy to me.
Also on the list, Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, peaked at number 6 in 1991. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge, peaked at number 2 in 1992. And Pearl Jam never had a number one hit. Last Kiss peaked at number 2.
Wow. That's crazy when you think about it.
Yeah. All of these huge artists that never had a number one hit. You want to see the list? It gets a little bit deeper. You can go to ultimateclassicrock.com. Yeah, it's a Monday morning. We are officially into May. Lots going on. Getting ready for Sonic Temple, which I cannot believe is 10 days away. Getting ready for a little something at the end of the month that I'm doing that I can't talk about in case she's listening. There's just a lot going on in the month of May. So
man.
I wanted to make sure that I was well rested and ready for the week. So I took some extra gummies last night. And unfortunately, they kicked in before I could fall asleep. And I wanted to share some of my gummy thoughts with you as I was dozing off. Like, I thought about this before falling asleep. If you've got a baby and you're teaching your baby to talk, right? Mama or dada, usually the first words you teach them.
Right.
And you sit there with your baby for hours. Say mama. Say mama. Say dada. Say dada. Why don't the babies say as their first word?
Oh.
They're hearing it just as much as mama or dada.
He doesn't know. The baby doesn't know what say means.
Right, so just say.
Say mama, and he's like,
mama.
What does say?
Right.
What are you talking
What do you
about?
mean?
I don't even understand what I'm supposed to do here.
I thought about this before falling asleep last night. Robert De Niro really missed a huge opportunity. He absolutely should have been named Bobby Money.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a much better name.
Bobby Money.
So much better than Robert De Niro.
Is it, though?
Hell yeah!
I mean, I love it. I love the idea. I get it.
Hey, Bobby Money!
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
He should have at least played Bobby Money in something.
In something,
He should have
yes.
been Bobby Money.
I'm actually going to go home and write a script. I don't know. It's going to be awful, but it's just going to star Bobby Money, and I'm going to reach out to Robert De Niro because he's got to be Bobby Money. I thought about this before falling asleep last night. If you're into shorthand, if you like your abbreviations, IDK.
Yeah.
IDK. You can say that all the time.
Yeah.
IDK. What does it mean?
I don't know.
Well, why does it mean I do know?
Oh.
Totally could. Why doesn't it mean I do know?
My favorite Ozzy song.
Thought about this before I fell asleep last night. Why do noses run and feet smell? You just went.
I just need. I don't know where you're getting your gummies, but
I thought about this before falling asleep last night. If you've got kids in school, if you remember going to school, this has never made any sense to me. Why do schools punish you for skipping school by making you skip more school?
That's a great question. You know, they do the in-school suspension, but I don't know what that even means. We didn't have that when I was in school. There was no such thing as an in-school suspension.
I did get an in-school
suspension.
Oh,
really? And so what do you do?
Sit in a room the entire day.
But you're not going to class.
No, but you're doing
You are
homework.
doing work?
Yeah, you're doing work the entire time. Yeah, your teachers give you work to do in school. Yeah, the only proper punishment is an extra week of school after everyone's done.
Oh, damn. Yeah,
you have to go back.
Now, see, now you're thinking.
That's the
creative.
only appropriate.
Yes.
Response.
That would.
You have to go after school's all done.
That would probably prevent some stuff.
I absolutely think it would. And finally, this was the last thing I thought about before dozing off to La La Land last night. Every human being is like 2 minutes away from dying.
Yeah.
And every breath resets the clock.
Okay, I'm not. Every breath resets the clock.
Uh-huh. Imagine not taking a breath for 2 minutes. What happens?
Oh, for God. I didn't
dead.
get it up front.
You're dead.
The
You're on
2 minutes.
You have an internal clock. It's counting down from 120 seconds every single second of the day. And then restart 120 seconds. 119, 118, 117, 116, 115, 120, 119, 108. And then it was off to La La Land. Not a very good thought to have right before you fall asleep.
And I keep now you get me thinking. All right, because if you go 2 minutes and take one breath and then go another 2 minutes and take one breath, can you keep doing that? Holding your breath for 2 minutes at a time, taking one breath every 2 minutes.
Well, I think it might actually get a little bit lower, because if you've ever done that before, if you've ever been underwater and then gone back down and come up for a quick breath, you don't get as much time, so it actually does shorten.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. No, I agree with you.
Yeah,
right.
I don't think you could.
By breath 10, you're only holding your breath for 60 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Not as much fun as a gummy, though.
Not as much fun. No. So my typical morning routine this morning had a little added adventure to it. I played a little game of solo Fear Factor. And I want to know if you've ever done something along the same lines. So over the past couple months, my morning routine has changed slightly in that I get ready. And instead of getting ready, going downstairs, grabbing my breakfast food, grabbing my bag, and leaving, there's an extra step. And that is because we adopted a dog a few months ago. And so now my morning routine also requires me to let Birdie out of her crate and take her outside for 10 minutes of morning activity, because she has to go back in the crate before Nora and the boys wake up to then start the day or whatever. But of course I'm not going to leave her in there. She's been sleeping all night, so I take her out. And this morning she did her business, and we live in a condo, so I take her on a leash and I walk her around until she does whatever. And her leash has got the little plastic bag holder, so like the grocery store, you pull one bag out.
Yeah.
But it's also early in the morning. And I walk her on the leash with my phone in my hand with the flashlight on so I can see where I'm walking. And then also, if she does her business, I want to be able to pick it up. So I have my flashlight. I got Birdie on the leash. She does her thing. I've got the bag ready to go, but then you got to open it. And besides diarrhea medicine, I don't think there's anything harder to open than a doggy poop bag. Why do they make it so hard? It should be so easy to flick your fingers and get the opening. Yeah. But no, you got to sit there and pick. And I do. I'm trying to hold on to my phone. I'm trying to hold on to the leash. And then I take my hand and I wiggle it in. Like a glove. You got to get down to the bottom.
Right.
But my thumb knuckle hit the side seam of the bag.
Okay.
As I'm pushing my hand down, and it went, and it split down the side a little bit. Now, the question comes, do I want to sit here and wrestle with another bag as I'm already holding the leash? I'm holding my flashlight. I'm trying to get the bag open. Or am I just going to reach down and grab the poo with the ripped bag, trying to avoid the open side seam? And I say, screw it, and I just go in. And I'm very carefully trying to maneuver. Because the grass is already long. They haven't come to cut like they should. Right. So I got to get in there. And I'm like, dear God, thumb.
Yeah.
Please don't poke out the side. I don't want any sudden warm temperature change on the side of my hand. I don't want to feel like I'm pushing my hand into a pudding Jell-O cup.
Right. Accidentally poked your finger through the toilet paper.
Yeah. So I'm being real careful. I'm kind of pushing my hand to the left side of the bag to avoid the open right side of the bag. And thankfully, everything turned out fine. But I made sure to throw the bag away and give a good hand washing, just to make sure.
We were dog sitting once, and I had to go out and clean up some dog poop in the backyard. And I grab just a plastic grocery bag, because everybody stocks those things. And I'm looking at it. I've got it open and I'm looking all inside of it to see, because you never know when there might be a hole in it.
It could be, very easily.
And my wife sees me, she goes, what are you doing? I'm going to pick up dog poop. I'm making sure there's no holes in the bag. She goes, where's your sense of adventure?
Okay.
Don't have one right now.
Yeah, that ain't adventurous to me.
No.
That is not adventurous. 800-821-9970. When's the last time you played a little Fear Factor? Like something really gross could have gone wrong, but it didn't? Or maybe it did. I don't know. Maybe you lost the game of Fear Factor. But you threw caution to the wind. You said, screw it. I'm doing it anyways. And then something really gross may have happened. You got your phone at Sonic Temple. You're like, I'll be fine if I go into the stall, into the outhouse.
Oh, no.
That didn't work out in your favor.
I will never take my phone in any bathroom again, especially an outhouse.
Yeah, that's not something I'm willing to chance.
Dropped one in the toilet one time. Here.
Oh, at work?
In the station bathroom. Oh, it was destroyed. It was ruined.
How did you do that?
It was in my back pocket of my jeans.
See, I never understood that. Why do you keep your phone in your back pocket? I would never keep my phone in my back pocket. Ever.
I don't usually.
Okay.
I don't know why it was.
800-821-9970. Did you ever have a Fear Factor moment? Something could have gone grotesquely wrong, or maybe it did.
I tell you what, man, anytime you change one of my grandbaby's diapers, it's a Fear Factor moment.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen in that instance. That is playing Russian roulette with your open mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes they need change and they're not really done. And they like to finish after you take the diaper off.
Oh, that cold air hits, and all of a sudden it's open season. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Mike.
Hey, Mike, when did you play Fear Factor, and what happened?
So we've got a collection of roaches to feed our reptiles.
Yeah.
And they're dubia roaches, not like your cockroaches, but still kind of creepy. Well, one day the container I keep them in fell over, and they all scattered.
Oh,
so,
no. Man.
And my wife didn't know, so I had to get over the creepy crawly fear, and, normally we're picking them up with tongs, so you don't have to touch them, but I'm just grabbing them by the handful, trying to throw them back in this container so they don't...
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Are you pretty sure you got them all?
That's what I'm telling myself.
Right, exactly. I'm just telling myself I don't have a new horde of roaches living in my walls.
Yeah, luckily we got a cat or two that like chasing bugs, and that's what I'm telling myself. They'll get them.
Yeah, see, I was going to say if that happened, I'm just letting the rodents out to go hunt and eat them, just to make sure they're all taken care of. Well, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much.
That really does sound like something you would do on
Fear Factor. Absolutely. Sure. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Yeah.
It's Caleb.
Hey, Caleb, when did you play Fear Factor and what happened?
Oh, I was changing my trash after making a big old chicken dinner one day, and I forgot that I put the empty chicken container in the trash, so I went to push down the trash and got a big handful of just nasty chicken slime.
Oh, yeah. I'm not putting my hand down there. That's not happening. I'll waste I'm going for a new garbage bag or something. I'm avoiding that altogether. I appreciate the call, man. Oh God. Oh,
you all right?
I just thought about putting my hand in that.
Baby Huey texted in, said, been working at an abandoned Kroger bakery downtown, accidentally walked in a sub-basement full of stagnant 8-year-old water neck deep.
I made a bad choice. We should have...
Do you need a song? Or we got more calls coming. I mean, what do you want to do?
We should have done this topic. Blitz, let's go to the next one. Blitz.
Hi, Blitz. Who's this? Hello? Hello, the Blitz. Nope.
No, I guess not. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Donnie.
Hey, Donnie, what? Oh, God.
When did you play Fear Factor?
This weekend, actually, we went camping. So after Sunday afternoon, we have 2 dogs. So we walk around the campsite, picking up the business. And I did what Rick did, grabbed a Kroger bag and thought, it's a Kroger bag. It's going to cover everything. Except for it had a hole in it.
Oh, there it is. Did you go for the squeeze grip to try and pick it up? And it's just,
I did.
Play-Doh spaghetti maker.
So you had a sense of adventure, see?
I didn't even think about a hole in the bag. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, that's not good.
You only have to do it one time, and you'll never not think about it again.
You'll never not do it again.
So you will never not think about looking.
Exactly right.
Appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much. Oh, God. All right, yeah, we're good. We're done. But thank you. Thank you for the calls. We'll move on. 99.7 The Blitz. Well, we were just chatting. Both you and I are Gen Xers. I'm sure we have some people that are listening that are baby boomers.
Yeah.
And over in fact, we've got some Gen Zers and millennials listening.
Yeah.
Well, there is a new term that has come about. And I'm not one to make fun of other generations, really. I don't agree with everything. But each generation has kind of got its thing.
Yeah.
But we have had a trend as of late. And if you've jumped on social media, you have seen people who have considered or do consider themselves influencers. Or maybe they just really enjoy posting videos and stuff for whatever reason. And, of course, Gen Z being one of those. And one of the trends is Gen Z sharing things that they have found or ideas that they have. And a lot of those ideas, us Gen Xers see the videos and go, yeah, we did that.
Yeah, they think they've discovered something new.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the one lady who we had a really good time talking about, who jumped online and said she had this amazing idea because everyone's walking around with their own personal phones. Everyone's got the phone in the pocket. You're inside of a house and you've got 6 phones inside of one house. And you're like, she said, how about we just have one phone that the family shares? And it's just right there and it just like sits in the room. And when you need it, you use it. When you don't, you don't. And, of course, all of us go, landline? A house phone?
Then there was one of your favorites, the feral child summer.
Yes, the feral child summer.
I'm going to let my kids just go outside and play.
No plans, no nothing.
Right.
Just go outside and be feral.
Play in the dirt, build something, build a fort, whatever.
You mean go outside and play? Yeah, thank you. Apparently, there is a new one called silent walking, which is where you head out and about, maybe go for a hike or go for a walk without your phone.
So go for a walk.
Go for a walk. Uh-huh. Yep. Another trend that has taken over is called quiet quitting, where basically you do just the bare minimum at your job.
Right.
Maybe they'll notice and you'll get fired.
I've been working with people all my life who do that.
There are a ton of people that do that all the time and have been. Another thing people got really excited about, this person was just seeing about their new food invention. They took some ice cream and they put it inside their cup, which already had Coca-Cola in it.
Oh, they made a float.
They made a float.
And they thought this was something brand new?
Yep.
Yeah, because, does anybody make floats anymore? Is that even a thing anymore?
A&W.
I know, but is there any place you can go and order a float?
A&W. Root beer floats. That's what they're known for.
I know. There's a place called A&W?
The hell? You don't know what an A&W is?
I don't remember.
The A&W drive-up, the fast food place?
Yeah, but it's not. Is it still around?
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember the last time I saw one.
Do they not have them here?
I think they did, but I don't know if we still do.
Okay.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, A&W root beer floats. A&W root beer. That's what they're known for.
Oh, I know that. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. We got West Broad Street, Cleveland Avenue, Whitehall. Yeah, look at this. Oh, they're all over the place.
Yeah, but does anywhere make them? Yeah,
there's only
A&W.
three. There was only three. Those three. That's it.
Are they full in drive-thrus? I wonder if they're the old car hop drive-thrus that A&W does. Because I would go back.
No, they actually have a drive-through window now.
Okay,
like a fast food restaurant.
Yep. Steak and Shake apparently makes them. Sonic has floats as well.
Okay, I just didn't know. It's just not something I've had in forever.
Anyways, I bring it up because Gen Z has a new nickname, and I absolutely love it. It's called the Christopher Columbus generation because they're discovering things that already existed.
That's great.
That's the best name ever.
That is fantastic.
You can't discover something if it's already around. So, anyways, just do a little, for the information age and all the research you have at your fingertips, for all the instant information you have right at your fingertips, before you make a video, before you think you've come up with some $1 million idea, before you think you reinvented the wheel, jump online real quick and just do a little typey. Hey, has anyone ever put ice cream inside of a pop before? Oh, look, it's been around since the 1800s. Good God, 99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, we've got a very special not so breaking news this morning as we have got ourselves a double WTF. What the Florida? First story. Oh, jeez.
That's what we... Okay. That happened last week.
Oh, right, it did.
Kelly
I forgot.
did the extra.
Right. Florida. Yeah. All right. You're correct. We've got ourselves a very extra special WTF because we have ourselves a double WTF. What the Florida? No, it's a double.
No, it's what the Florida.
Right. That's right.
Just skip it.
Well, we have... First story taking us down to Clearwater, Florida. A woman is accused of setting her boyfriend's home on fire after making... Here's the problem. Look, if you're going to threaten to set someone's home on fire, well, one, don't do that. But two, if you do, it's best to keep it between you and that other person. Because then, if you do have to go to court, then it's kind of hearsay if they don't have any real evidence.
Right.
He said, she said. She said she was going to set my house on fire. No, I didn't, Judge. Well, then how does house get on fire? I don't know. I wasn't there. You see how that works?
Yeah.
What you don't do is threaten to set someone's house on fire and then post about it online as well. And that's exactly what happened. Firefighters were called to the home of a gentleman whose house was on fire. They extinguished the fire and started in a shed outside the home. Well, Heather Jo England, a 55-year-old, was arrested on Thursday after police said anonymous tips pointed them towards her social media post where she threatened to burn down a home belonging to her boyfriend's grandmother, who allows him to sleep in the shed. The defendant made the comments indicating full intent to burn down the residence, and then also said, "I will huff and puff and blow your house down." So I don't think you should be quoting kids' nurseries when you're then starting fires and becoming an arsonist.
The building is on fire.
She said she was pissed off that her boyfriend stole from her and was not paying her back. So, yeah.
Well, that didn't help you.
No, that did not help your argument.
Help you get any money back at all.
Bit. Story number 2 takes us down to St. Augustine, Florida, where a gentleman by the name of Charles Robert Strom, a 41-year-old from the area, was arrested for being intoxicated. Apparently, back on April 17th, officers responded to multiple calls about an intoxicating man acting erratically. Police showed up, and sure enough, they found Mr. Strom ripping off his clothes, lying in the middle of the parking lot, banging on plywood. They tried to get him to calm down. They said he was obviously extremely intoxicated. Despite all the warnings, he then walked into traffic to try and stop traffic. Vehicles had to maneuver around him. One vehicle actually was forced to drive off the road to swerve from hitting Mr. Strom. So when police approached him to finally say, "Look, man, we're going to arrest you. You got to stop," he says, "I want my phone call." And they said, "You will get your phone call." That is when he took off his shoe to call his family. He just held his shoe up to his head, thinking it was a phone. Yeah, no, it's not. That's not how that works, sir. Someone should have handed him a banana.
Yeah, right.
Because then, of course, he could have had his old banana phone. It was clear that he was in no condition to be out in public. He was arrested after all of the public displays of indecency and public intoxication, and he's going to be spending a little time behind bars.
That was St. Augustine?
St. Augustine, yeah.
Have you ever been there?
Where's it at?
Florida.
I know, but where in Florida?
Oh.
Miami, Dayton?
I want to say it's up the East Coast.
Okay, I might have been.
It's the oldest city in the country.
I think I have been there.
It's been a long time, but it was really cool. I just wonder if it's held up, if it's still as nice and cool as it used to be.
I think I've been through in my travels. I haven't spent a lot of time there, but I've been through multiple parts of Florida, so I think I did spend a night there or something. I think we went because it was the oldest city in the country. Yeah, I know I have.
Okay.
It's been a while, but I have.
Yeah, I just wondered if it was still intact or a mess. Stuff like this is going on.
Right, yeah, absolutely. There you go. That's your not-so-breaking news, 99.7 The Blitz. It's always nice when we can help out local organizations, and we do so as much as possible. And here we are again, because coming up, National Police Week Appreciation Ride. Well, National Police Week is coming up, and there is a National Police Week Appreciation Ride going down. And I was fortunate enough many months ago when I was at one of my stops at Black Swan over there on Roberts and Hilliard Rome Road, right around the block from my house. It's a spot that we will frequent when Nora and I want to play some darts. They got some great bands that show up there, and so it's become a spot that we will go hang out at. And I've been very fortunate to come across the Eternal Watchman chapter of the Forgotten Ones Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club that happens to hang out there a lot. We've bumped shoulders quite a bit, and I can't remember the initial meeting because, one, I have a bad memory, and two, I probably had a couple cocktails. But I do know that I have had the opportunity to meet many of the members, and one of them is here. B, how's it going, man?
Oh, it's going great. I'm happy to be here.
We've had the opportunity to chit-chat a few times, and your lovely wife, Tammy, is here. Hi, Tammy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. And so we were talking, and you guys have got this really cool ride coming up. And again, this is all to raise money for National Police Week. And it goes down May 16th. It's a Saturday, as a lot of rides are. And it's going to be kicking off at the Iron Pony in Westerville there. And so this is just going to be anyone who wants to show up. You get on a bike. Everyone's going to ride together. And are you making stops along the way, or what's going down?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not going to be your traditional poker run. We're doing a passport run where you're going to get stamps at each of the stops.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be collecting cards. You're getting stamps.
Correct.
Okay.
And we're going to hit a couple of memorial sites, like one up in Sunbury, one in Westerville. We're going to stop at a ice cream shop, and at each stop, you're going to get a stamp in your passport. And at the end of it, you get to keep the passport. It's a little memento for the day. And all the monies that we're raising is going to go to a fallen officer fund, which is held by one of our partner clubs, the Blue Knights Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club.
Okay.
And we're also partnered with Sleeping Dogs, a law enforcement motorcycle club out of Mansfield. So we come together every year to try to put together the biggest, baddest ride we can put on.
Nice.
To support the fallen and to also support the current law enforcement that's out there.
That's great.
And, law enforcement obviously includes a lot of different areas. I mean, you're talking about your first responders, you're talking about your corrections officers, those that put their life on the line and wear a badge.
Yep.
And this is when we're out there to support them and to show our support for them.
Now, people can get pre-registered now. Goes down May 16th. Registration begins when you show up, and then kickstands are up at 11 a.m. $20 if you want to join the ride. Now, if you want to show up day of, it does say here, day of registration, $25. So you can pre-register. Where can people pre-register at?
Well, we have a link directly on our Facebook event.
Okay.
So if you go on Facebook and you search up National Police Week, you'll see it. And it will show up there May 16th. There's a link right there on the Facebook event, and you can pre-register. And if you pre-register, you get a free T-shirt.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Well, Tammy, let me ask you, because my fiance Nora, who I've been together with for coming up on 3.5 years, we're getting married in September. Right off the bat, kind of, she knew what I did for a living, and she knows any conversation we have, anything we do, at any moment I can grab my phone and put in a show note because something funny may happen and I want to talk about it on the show. And so she knows that's kind of part of being married to a morning show host.
Right.
Being married to the president of a club. How involved are you in all this planning? Does a bunch of work get dumped on you and everything?
Well, the ladies and I will get together and we'll try to get donations for the silent auction that's going on at the end of the ride. Sometimes we'll make stuff to sell at the ride. Like I'm currently making leggings and T-shirts for all of us ladies to wear when we're at the ride.
Nice.
We created a Eternal Watchman Ladies logo.
What about just like in general year round as the first lady of the club?
All of the ladies come to me if they have a problem.
Oh, okay.
And then if I feel it necessary, I pass it along.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. This sounds extremely Gemma. This sounds so Gemma-ish from Sons of Anarchy.
We were talking about Sons of Anarchy off the air.
Well, and that was another question I have. We'll get back to the ride in a minute. But one of our new favorite shows is The Pit, which is on HBO Max. It's the medical drama, and it has been complimented on how realistic it is. And you've got people that it's just an amazing show. And there are so many people on TikTok now, or I should say a good group of people, that are actual ER doctors or ICU nurses, and they watch the show and they'll make TikTok videos and kind of talk about, oh yeah, they're going to do this. Oh, they did that right. Oh, that was very real. So do you ever go back and watch Sons of Anarchy and you're like, oh, I know this has happened before. This has happened before. I know this.
Well, you're talking about two different ends of the spectrum.
That's very true, yeah, because they did some very illegal stuff, and you're sitting here as a policeman's chapter
That's more
supporting
of a
law enforcement.
1%er club type
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, I always saw Sons of Anarchy. They were like the West Coast Sopranos, the biker version of the Sopranos.
Yes.
But, yeah, I mean, with any organization, you're going to have your own little bit of drama here, but it's nowhere near what you would see on a TV show.
But are there still some things you saw that were like, oh yeah, this is kind of the inner workings of a motorcycle club?
Well, yeah, I mean, you have your hierarchy, you have your meetings and your churches and so on and so forth. Your chapel table that you sit around and
got your patches on your cut.
Got your patches.
Got your clubhouse.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
So those aspects of it are very similar. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I just think that's awesome.
And the camaraderie is very.
I'm sure that's very
that's
much.
And almost, I mean, most of the bikers I have ever met have been the coolest, nicest people.
And they really are.
You know?
Yeah, like I said,
it is a true brotherhood.
Yeah.
And then the ladies, end up being like a sisterhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, rubbing shoulders with them in the Black Swan, they've always been just the nicest group of people. And I know they listen. I think I'm pretty fortunate that some of them listen.
Yeah.
So I kind of know what's going down. So I feel a little protected. I kind of feel walking in there and I'm like, yeah, they got my back.
Yeah, we got your back.
We got you.
I mean, honestly, I think I should probably just get a cut and a patch right now. Basically, isn't that how that works?
We'll probate you. Yeah,
what is it? What is the newbie called when he's still?
Well, we call them probates.
Prospects.
A lot of clubs call them prospects. We call them probates.
Okay.
Like every July, we have Christmas in July where we collect toys for Children's Hospital, and we got a couple clubs that just bring truckloads.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They really go.
We tend to participate in a lot of other clubs events as well. Because it's all about, like she said, it's all about the brotherhood, the camaraderie, the community. We all want to come together and just make things better, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's great.
And do you when you guys do these fundraisers, of course, I'm assuming you're reaching out. How many bikes are you expecting? I mean, is this going to be just a parade of bikes going down the road?
Well, last year we had 129 registered bikes.
Okay.
And the popularity of the same ride this year has increased. We're estimating probably 150, 175 bikes.
That's a ride there.
But it's going to be ride at your own pace. So
right.
It won't be the whole pack going
Gotcha.
together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that kind of helps keep accidents from happening.
Yeah,
right.
You kind of want a staggered start.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to have a staggered start on this, and it's the booklet, the passport, will have the addresses of all of the stops.
So you can go in any order you want.
So we'll just say, okay, first bike out, 11 a.m., and then people can leave as they want to. We want to keep it we want to keep it safer.
Yeah, for sure.
Last year we had a fully escorted ride, and there was a little chaos, right?
Yeah.
Because it's very difficult for the police to escort all of that, so
a lot going on.
So we're like, let's keep it a little bit safer. You guys can go out in groups, ride at your own pace, and we'll meet up at the Swan when it's all said and done. We'll have a party.
I was just going to mention the big after party.
Planned for at the Swan.
At the Swan,
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Yep, the end party is going to be at the Swan there. So get registered now. $20 pre-register with that free T-shirt. You can register day of for $25. Kicking off at the Iron Pony in Westerville. As they mentioned, you can make stops along the way on your own discretion, and then the big party is going to wrap up at the Black Swan. One more time, where can people get registered at?
Well, go to the Facebook event. It's search National Police Week, and it's theticketing.co. It's also on there, theticketing.co. You can also search up National Police Week. It's the full name is National Police Week Appreciation Ride. But once you get National Police Week in there, it pops up.
Okay, wonderful. Well, Tammy, thank you so much for coming down.
Well, I got one other thing for you.
Please.
If you can't make it on May 16th, we have one more ride happening out in London the following week, and that's to benefit the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
Oh, okay. Can people find the registration at the same Facebook page?
They can go to the same Facebook page, and there'll be a link somewhere on there.
Because, in full disclosure, all honesty, we all know May 16th, that Saturday, of course, is day number 3 of Sonic Temple.
Yeah.
So some people may be a little busy.
Exactly.
But they still want to help out, so they've got to ride the following week.
Yep, it's out in London. Starts at bar 511. Registration's at 9.
Okay.
Pretty much the same scenario, and they can find all the information again on Facebook on one of the Forgotten Ones pages.
Perfect. Tammy, thank you so much, and I'm hoping to maybe join you on a ride here. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I still know how to ride, but it's been a minute,
right?
Yeah. So I may have to join one of these, and
I'll
hopefully
be riding
see you
my
guys
own
there.
bike as well.
See, I love that. You don't need to be sitting on the back of no one's bike. You ride your own.
There you go.
I love that. Thank you so much for coming down, and we'll, of course, continue to spread the information for you. It's 99.7 The Blitz. So we just had my buddy B in, a part of the Eternal Watchman chapter of the Forgotten Ones Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club.
El Presidente.
Yeah, they were talking about the ride they have coming up. And we got a text message from 6210, and I just thought this was so cool. He said, I was listening to you guys promote your big motorcycle ride that's coming up, and we had a different ride this weekend. On the OSU campus, they did a classic BMX bike ride.
Wow.
But not only that, not only did they do a classic BMX bike ride, but they had Crew Jones, Billy Allen, who played Crew Jones from the movie Rad.
Yes, the 80s movie.
And if you grew up in the 80s, and you were a boy, you were watching Rad.
Yes.
And then There's they saw probably about a 37% increase in broken arms and legs from people that then went out on their BMX bikes to try and emulate the things they saw in the movie Rad.
That's what we did.
That's exactly what we did. So, very cool.
That's what happens when you tell your kids to go outside and play.
Man, that is so great. Rad. I bet if you went home this afternoon and you searched, Rad streaming and found it on like Fubu or Sling or one of those Howdy TV, one of those cheap, streaming services. If you went back and watched the movie, you would probably cringe because it's got to be the cheesiest of all 80 movies.
It's available to rent or buy on Apple TV and, of course, Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
of course.
Oh, I bet it's so cheesily bad. It reminds me of the movie Side Out, the volleyball movie from the late 80s. Like, come on.
Oh, my God, I haven't thought of that movie since the 80s.
No one has.
No.
Who is the guy who had the long, dusty blonde hair in Side Out? He looked like Beast from the live-action Beauty and the Beast movie.
You had, C. Thomas Howell was in that.
That was the banker kid with C. Thomas Howell. No, the other.
Christopher Rydell was in it.
The coach, the guy he ended up playing with, Peter Horton. That was his name.
Oh, the
long-haired dude. Yeah, back in the day, he looked so cheesy.
Kathy Ireland was in that.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Anyways,
Side Out.
Enough reminiscing. All right, so take a little trip back in time to about 20 minutes ago, and we had my buddy B in to talk about the National Police Week Appreciation Ride that he is doing because, well, he is El Presidente of the Eternal Watchman chapter of the Forgotten Ones Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club, and they've got a ride. And someone texted in as we were talking about motorcycles and the ride they have going on. We got a text message from 6210 that said there was another ride that went down this weekend, and it was on the OSU campus, and it was a classic BMX bike ride. And they had Crew Jones, the character from the 80s movie Rad, there, because of course that's all about BMX bikes. And then we started talking about Side Out, the volleyball movie. And then we got a couple text messages saying, hey, don't forget skateboarders out here. Gleaming the Cube. That 80s movie with Christian Slater. And I was like, oh my God. I can't even remember if I've ever seen that movie, so I had to go back, and sure enough, I had. Yeah. But I went back and I watched the trailer. And I made an observation. In that Christian Slater sounds like he's impersonating the late teens or early 20s version of Jack Nicholson as the Joker in the 1989 Batman movie. They've got the exact same delivery, the exact same, give a clip from Gleaming the Cube.
Sure.
Christian Slater from the trailer of Gleaming the Cube.
Adults are predictable. They expect you to behave as though what you do today is going to have an effect on where you'll be in 30 years. I mean, it's ridiculous to think that there's going to be anything in 30 years. I don't know what's worse, being blown up in a nuclear war or having a 7-Eleven on every corner.
I mean, listen to the here in the back of the voice. Give me a clip from Batman from Jack Nicholson.
They get a load of me.
It's just a little deeper.
Wait till they get a load of me.
May. It's got that May. Yeah. Hey. It's got that.
Yeah.
They sound exactly the same. And I said it while we were off the air, and you were like, oh my God.
Yeah, I've always said they should be in a movie together playing father and son. I've said that ever since Pump Up the Volume from the late 80s.
Yes.
That they would be a perfect father-son combo in a movie.
Their cadence and their delivery is about exactly the same.
Get those wonderful toys.
Where do they get those?
Same
yes,
guy.
Same thing. Anyways, if you want to relive your childhood, go check out Gleaming the Cube. Or you can also watch Batman. That's an 80s movie as well. 99.7 The Blitz.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Replenish some of those brain cells you lost over the weekend. Did you know there have been 2,019 14 people elected to the U.S. Senate in history. 14 are black. 10 were elected in the past 2 decades. 9 are Democrats, 1's Republican. Tim Scott, of course.
Yeah. That's easy to believe.
Yeah. Did you know that the San Diego Zoo's Safari Park is home to 2 platypi? Platypuses?
I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. A platypus, the plural of platypus.
Would it be platypi?
I don't know.
Or would it be platypuses?
I don't know.
I much prefer platypi.
Oh.
Platypi sounds so much better than platypuses.
Really?
Yeah. And it's way more fun to say.
No.
Give it a try.
Platypi?
Yeah.
No, I'd rather say platypuses.
No, platypi.
Platypuses. Vote now, 800-821-9970. Platypi or platypuses?
I will tell you this.
Do we have a correct, what is correct?
Well, it's typed out here, platypuses. So I have to assume these English majors know the correct way to use it. I'm saying I prefer platypi.
Okay.
Anyways.
Platypi, I got you.
Yeah. Anyways, those 2 platypuses are the only 2 platypi outside of Australia. They're at the San Diego Zoo. No other place you find platypuses.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And their venomous bite and their giant nipples.
Didn't know that either.
Yeah.
They're venomous?
They are. They have very sharp teeth.
No kidding.
Yep.
With venom.
With venom.
Wow.
Did you know there are only 16 countries with more land area than Alaska? And just so you remember, Alaska is double the size of Texas.
Right.
Yeah. Did you know...
I didn't know if you were going to go through some of them.
Oh, the 16 countries? No.
I mean, obviously, we're one of them.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's why I said obviously.
Did you know the 20-sided die? If you ever played Dungeons & Dragons, you know all about the 20-sided die.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't invented for Dungeons & Dragons. The 20-sided die has actually been around for more than 2,000 years.
Oh.
Been around a long, long time.
I guess the creators found that and said, hey, we should make a game around this.
Right, yeah. To make a game as complicated as effing possible.
Boy, they did, too.
Yeah.
Maybe the most complicated game in history.
Do you want to give them 6 options? No, let's give them 20.
Right.
And finally, did you know there's a term called orphaned negatives? That's where certain words have lost their opposite due to just common usage. Like we've got the word disgruntled. You can have a disgruntled employee.
Right.
But did you know gruntled used to be a word?
Oh, really?
We just don't use it anymore. Because you can't have disgruntled without being gruntled.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Nonchalant. Did you know you used to be able to be chalant? Boy, that person's really chalant.
Yeah, you never heard anybody say that.
No. Did you know that you can be nocent? You can be nocent.
Nocent?
Yeah, and you would be guilty. Because you wouldn't be innocent.
You'd be nocent.
You'd be nocent.
Oh, my God.
That used to be a word. But due to just common usage of people saying those words, those negatives have gone away. So you've got, the positives, I guess you could say. So the orphaned negatives are a group of words.
There's other words that mean the opposite of those words.
Right, of course. You're guilty or innocent.
Used to be the words.
Right. Yeah, you can be guilty or innocent, or you can be nocent.
That was a word.
I guess.
Wow. Well, this is why we have this segment.
Dennis, yes, I know grammatically platypuses is correct. I'm saying I prefer platypi.
Oh, it is correct.
Yes.
Saying. Okay, I didn't know if it's correct or not.
I believe the proper pronounce is platypus. Oh, we can't say that word. Never mind.
I already know what it is.
Yep, we'll just stop right there. Learning some stuff on a Monday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.